What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto Blitz, your home for your crypto fix. I'm your host, Ripple Van Winkle. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed their Sunday little meal prep and get ready for another week of work. I know, but guess what? February is coming to an end. We are entering the final month of Q1, which I expect to be super freaking bullish. I'm ready for it. You should be ready for it as well. In this episode, we're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance. We're going to look back to 2017, 2020, and then 2025, present day. Because you know what? Bitcoin dominance is going to dictate where this market goes and when we are about to break out and take off. Wait until you see these comparisons from 2017 and 2020. It's really going to open your eyes as to where we are in these markets. The bull run's not done. The bull run hasn't even started. Then we're going to look at the XRP and Ethereum chart and what that's looking like. And then to top it all off, we're going to talk about Ethereum. Are they looking to roll back the ledger transactions because of this Bybit hack? Well, guess what? On the XRP ledger, that's not possible. But on Ethereum, you can do that. And then no tax on crypto. Is it going to come true? Is this going to be something that we see here in the near future? My fingers are crossed, but we're going to dig into it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Bitcoin, $95,577. Not too much has changed since this morning, so we'll just run through these numbers super quick. Ethereum, $2,796. XRP coming in at $2.53. Boring market today as the cryptocurrency total cryptocurrency market cap comes in at 3.1 trillion. We're really having a difficult time breaking out and getting to that $4 trillion mark. But when it happens, it's going to happen super fast. With 360 traders like Bitcoin dominance. He says, with let the bodies hit the floor playing in the background. What are we looking at here? Well, it's very simple, folks. When the Bitcoin dominance breaks down, it's time for alts. When it breaks up, it's time for Bitcoin. So where are we? Let's go back and start at 2017. Okay, this is the first bull run I was ever part of. Maybe many of you were a part of the 2017 bull run as well. But what were we looking at? Well, it's very simple. Bitcoin dominance right around November, December is when the bull run really kicked into gear. The dominance was above 70% for Bitcoin. All the money rotated into Bitcoin. Bitcoin went absolutely parabolic and made new all-time highs in 2017. I believe the highest Bitcoin got was about, 18,000, between 17 and 20K, we'll say. What happened then? Money flowed out of Bitcoin. The dominance dropped from about 70% all the way to 35%. So it cut in half and all that money rotated out into the altcoin markets. And that's when all the alts went on an absolute explosion. That's when XRP made its crazy move in January. And we got as high as, $350, depending on what exchange you're looking at. Well, let's fast forward to 2020. Here you go. December, once again, of 2020, Bitcoin dominance peaked at about 73%. We can say it was probably in the same range. We got around that 70% range as well. Then what happened? It dropped out all the way back down. It got as low as about, we could say 39%. So 2020, we got to 35%. 2020, we got to about 40%. So where are we currently right now? We are sitting, the most we have seen on Bitcoin dominance was about 64%. I do not expect that we are done. I do expect Bitcoin to make another run up here and to get up to that 70% region like it has done in the previous two bull cycles, which is going to take, Bitcoin anywhere from $175,000 to $225,000. That's it's going to suck a lot of money out of these altcoins. It's going to go on its parabolic run. What happens after that? Well, the bottom is going to drop out. We're going to see the Bitcoin's dominance come all the way down 35, 40%, maybe even lower 30%. We'll be somewhere within that range, but it's going to get cut in half. At that time, all that money is going to rotate into the altcoin market. That's when we're going to see the likes of, Solana, XRP, XLM, Chainlink, Ondo, AVAX, HBAR, all start to go up and start to go on their run. At that time, when this Bitcoin dominance gets, 40% and lower, we will know it's all season. When we have alt season, we will know we're going to get those parabolic blow off tops on the altcoins, and that is when the bull run will officially come to an end. I do believe that that is later on in the year. That does not mean we're not going to move before then. That just means that will signal that this bull run is over, and then we really need to pay attention to, how far are we going to dip? How far of a correction will we have in the market? Will it be another 90% retrace, or will institutional money be into the market at that time? And then our decrease will not be as much because the institutions aren't here to lose 90% of their money. The institutions are going to take over this market and dictate where we move from here. So that's what we're looking at. Bitcoin still has a lot of room to run here by itself before this money starts to rotate out into alts. Crypto Insights at XRP Ethereum levels back to the level we discussed a few days ago. Could we see a bounce here? He goes, I do really feel like XRP could steal the show again soon. I believe he's right. I do believe we're going to see a $4 to $5 XRP. He says, I also think this Ethereum FUD with price reacting positively shows sellers of Ethereum are close to being exhausted. Look, ETH has been lagging behind this entire bull market, bull cycle. When they just did the FTX repayments, ETH's price during the FTX saga was pretty much the same exact price we are seeing now. ETH has been lagging. Ethereum is going to go up. A lot of people like ETH's dead. No one uses it. No one's building on it anymore. Yada, yada, yada. That's not the case. Look, ETH 8 to 12,000. It's going to happen. And it's been sitting in this $2,200 to like $2,800 range for quite some time. The subjective views put this out is despite their anti-government stance, Bitcoiners need stake innovation to provide liquidity and stabilize the market so they can cash out their holdings into fiat without triggering a price collapse. What's interesting about this is everyone wants to complain about Ripple and how they sell XRP every single month, but no one ever talks about Bitcoin and the miners who sell the Bitcoin that they mine just to pay their bills. It is the same exact thing here, right? Bitcoiners don't want to talk about the fact that every single month, these miners are dumping Bitcoin back onto the market so they can pay their heavy electricity costs. Ripple is doing it responsible, and they are selling what they need to sell back on or what hasn't been moved over to institutions, and the rest gets locked up into an escrow. And then to top it all off, we know about the Bybit hack. We know what has gone on over there of all that ETH that was rolled out. Well, Arthur Hayes, he's starting to float the idea around that maybe they should roll back the Ethereum network to negate the $1.4 billion Bybit hack. You could never roll back the XRP ledger, but you can roll back Ethereum, and no one is talking about this. God forbid if anyone ever mentioned rolling back the XRP ledger, you would see the whole thing coming about how it's centralized, how Ripple controls the XRP ledger. They do what they want. They make up their own rules anytime, at any point. But they don't say anything about Ethereum here, and Arthur Hayes coming out and stating that they should try to roll this back. They tried to do this before, if you remember, about 5 to 6 years ago, I believe it was. But if XRP or anyone ever talked about rolling back the XRP ledger, immediately fingers would be pointed at Ripple, and Zaman sums it right up. Can Zaman reserve, freeze, or undo a transaction? And this isn't just Zaman. Remember, all transactions, I don't care what wallet you use, what exchange you use, all transactions, all the XRP ledger are final and permanent. There is no rollback here. You can't do it. It's done. You send a payment. If you send it to the wrong address, sorry, you're out of luck. That's it. There is no freezing, no rolling back. And then Eric Trump's talking about zero tax for U.S. crypto investors, and this would be on U.S.-based crypto projects. This is massive if this does come true, because you will see a lot of money rotate into these US-based assets from US investors. You would see the institutional players who are getting in target these US-based assets. When we look at the list, HBAR's on there, XRP, XLM's on there, Solana, Chainlink, Avalanche, they're all on this list. And then what will happen is you'll see the trickle-down effect. You'll see a lot of these companies and a lot of these innovators come to the US to start building. And then you will get more adoption within the United States. More adoption means more regulatory clarity, means more money that is going to come in from the institutional side. So what I like to do is I like to look at the list, and if you go to CoinMarketCap, they have a whole section for US cryptocurrencies. Those are the ones I'm going to be stacking my pennies against. Why? Well, if this does come true, we're going to be saving about 20, 30, maybe even 40% on the cryptos that we hold. But at the same time, we will also be seeing the large money from the institutional players inside of the US putting their money into these. I've always said, and I stick to this, and you should stick to this as well. If the large money, the institutional money, is buying a cryptocurrency, I want to make sure I beat them to the punch and I get in it before they get in it, because they know a lot more than we do. And if they want it, I want it as well. I'm going to leave it like that. Look, wash your damn hands, be nice, and be kind to each other. Ripple Van Winkle is out.